Ladies and gentlemen, Chiefs Kingdom, can you believe it? The Kansas City Chiefs, the team that's redefined what it means to light up Arrowhead Stadium with that deafening roar, the squad that's hoisted 3 Super Bowl trophies in the last 5 years under the wizardry of Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, that team is staring down the barrel of a wild card scramble at 6-7. What a gut-wrenching twist after that 20-10 thud against C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans on Sunday Night Football in Week 14. I mean, folks, if you're a Chiefs fan, you're probably still pacing the living room, replaying those what-ifs. But hang on, because tonight, we're diving deep into the heartbreak, the controversy, and the fire that still burns in this franchise. This is your Chiefs Report. Buckle up, because we're not just talking football. We're talking legacy, grit, and that unbreakable spirit of Missouri's finest. Let's start with the elephant in the room, or should I say, the quarterback under siege. Patrick Mahomes, the kid from White House, Texas, who turned Texas Tech into a highlight reel and then dropped into Kansas City like a meteor, completing just 14 out of 33 passes for a measly 160 yards, no touchdowns, and, brace yourselves, 3 interceptions. 3. That's not the Mahomes we know, the one who slings no-look passes like they're casual frisbees and turns broken plays into Chiefs Kingdom confetti. This was arguably his roughest night since that infamous playoff slip against the Bengals back in 22. The Texans' defense, led by that young gunslinger C.J. Stroud, swarmed like they had a personal vendetta. Houston sacked him 4 times, hit him 7 more, and turned Arrowhead's echo into a whisper. But here's where it gets spicy, Chiefs fans. Remember that moment with 3:24 left in the first half? Mahomes, scrambling right like the dual-threat dynamo he is, flips a short dart to Juju Smith-Schuster for a crucial first down. And boom, Houston's Mario Edwards Jr. yanks his face mask, twisting that iconic beard and helmet like he's auditioning for a wrestling promo. Flag on the play. 15 free yards for KC, and the crowd erupts, sensing momentum. Now, you know the NFL's got eyes everywhere these days. Replays, reviews, the whole 9 yards. That face mask grab? It screamed for league-level justice. Normally, we're talking a cool $11,593 fine for a first offense, escalating to $17,389 if it's repeat business. And Edwards? This guy's got form. Last season, he got dinged $9,245 for a face mask against the Pats, and then, get this, 2 months later, a whopping $22,511 for roughing the passer, on none other than Patrick Mahomes himself. Coincidence? In the AFC West, where rivalries simmer like a slow-cooked brisket, I think not. But on Saturday, the NFL dropped the hammer, or rather, they didn't. No fine for Edwards. Zip. 0. The league reviewed it, weighed the tape, and decided it wasn't malicious enough to dip into his paycheck. Ouch for Chiefs Nation. Is this a slap on the wrist that emboldens the hitters? Or just the fine print of a game that's as physical as it gets? We'll circle back to that. But first, let's unpack this loss like a post-game film session. Look, this 20-10 snoozer wasn't just Mahomes' off night, it was a symphony of struggles for the whole offense. That high-octane machine, the one that averaged 29 points a game last season and turned Travis Kelce into a tight end legend with 1,000-yard seasons like clockwork, sputtered like an old pickup on I-70. Kelce hauled in 5 catches for 62 yards, but where was the fireworks? No red zone magic. No deep shots to Hollywood Brown or Rashee Rice lighting up the secondary. Andy Reid, the big red machine himself, the coach who's out-schemed everyone from Bill Belichick to Sean Payton, called a conservative game, maybe too conservative. Only 22 rushes for Isaiah Pacheco, who ground out 68 yards but couldn't break the big one. Defensively, the Chiefs bent but didn't quite break. Chris Jones, that disruptive force from Mississippi State, sacked Stroud once and forced a fumble, but Houston's ground game chewed up 142 yards. And those 3 picks. 2 to Derek Stingley Jr., who's turning into a shutdown corner straight out of lockdown lore. Stat line for the game. Chiefs held Houston to 3-4-12 on 3rd downs, but they couldn't capitalize, going 0-4-2 in the red zone themselves. It's like the offense left its swagger in the locker room. But let's zoom out, because context is king in this league, especially for a franchise like the Chiefs. Founded in 1960 as the Dallas Texans before Lamar Hunt, the oil tycoon visionary, packed up the wagons and headed to Kansas City, planting roots in the heartland where football isn't just a sport, it's religion. Arrowhead Stadium, that cauldron of noise that once registered 142.2 decibels, louder than a jet engine, has been the backdrop for legends. Len Dawson's AFL glory in the 60s, Derek Thomas's 7-sack masterpiece against Seattle in '90, and don't get me started on the Super Bowl 54 miracle against the 49ers, where Mahomes engineered that 21-point comeback like a Hollywood script. Fast forward to now. At 6-7, this Chiefs team sits one game back of the Broncos for the AFC West lead and clinging to the number 7 wild card spot. Compare that to last year, 14-3, the NFL's best record, Mahomes with 4,183 yards and 27 TDs. This season, he's at 3,521 yards, 24 TDs, but a league-high 12 picks. Injuries haven't helped. Left tackle Orlando Brown Jr. nursing a groin tweak, and the secondary missing Jalen Watson. Yet, Reed's clubs have a history of late surges. Remember 2017, when they reeled off 6 straight after a 5-0 start flop? Or 2022's 5-3 mid-season stutter turning into a Super Bowl run? The numbers whisper hope. KC's +8 turnover margin is third in the AFC, and their points allowed per game, 21.3, ranks top 10. But with 4 games left, including divisional dogfights, this feels like 2003 all over again. That 9-7 squeak into the playoffs that birthed the Mahomes era's foundation. To get the pulse of the kingdom, I caught up with a few voices that matter. First, imagine this. Andy Reid, postgame, that trademark mustache twitching as he leans into the mic. Pat's our guy. He's the heart of this thing. That face mask. It's football, it's physical, but we'll learn from it. We've got Chargers coming. Herbert's no joke, but neither are we. Spot on, coach. Then, Travis Kelce, our pop culture king, the podcast host who's dated more headlines than he's caught passes, chimed in during a radio spot. Look, 3 picks sting like a bee, but Mahomes? He's thrown for 500 yards on one leg before. This loss. Fuel. And that Edwards grab? Tell him to watch his hands next time. He knows who's QB1. Fans are fired up too. But it starts with accountability. Mahomes cleaning up those picks, Reid unleashing the no-huddle beast, and the D, led by that wrecking ball Chris Jones, who's got 8.5 sacks and a Pro Bowl nod locked, sealing the edges. Folks, that's the beauty of the NFL. It's a roller coaster, and the Chiefs are mid-drop, hearts in throats, but oh, the climb back up? Electric. So, Chiefs Kingdom, lace up those red sneakers, fire up the grill for tailgate tales, and tune in next Monday for that Chargers clash. Will Mahomes rewrite the script? You bet he will. This is why we love it. The drama, the dogs, the destiny. I'm your host, channeling that Arrowhead thunder from the heart of KC. Until next time, keep the faith, stay red, and remember, in football, as in life, the comeback's always greater than the setback. Go Chiefs!